Over time, their meetings began to stretch beyond schedules, evolving into long discussions that drifted from site maps to coffee cups gone cold, from technical details to ideas about people and life. Nandini began noticing small things about Kabir that no one else seemed to see, how his features softened when he spoke about design, how the intensity in his eyes shifted into quiet excitement, and how the guarded wall he maintained around himself faded whenever ideas flowed freely. Kabir, on the other hand, found himself unexpectedly anticipating her questions, pausing before speaking to fully absorb her perspective, and reconsidering his own assumptions in ways that surprised him. Their conversations slowed him, gently pulling him out of his habitual urgency. The connection forming between them was not built on dramatic moments or grand gestures, but on shared problem solving, careful listening, and a mutual respect neither had experienced with anyone else. They discovered an unspoken rhythm, a conversation style that allowed both to challenge and learn from each other without judgment, without the need to defend or impress. Even disagreements felt constructive, shaped by curiosity rather than ego. One evening, after a delayed site inspection, they sat together on a low wall as dusk settled over the settlement, watching lights flicker on in small homes nearby. The day's exhaustion lingered, yet neither felt compelled to fill the moment with words. The silence between them felt natural, unforced, and strangely comforting, as though the quiet itself had a language they both understood. Kabir spoke about his belief that buildings carried an emotional responsibility, that spaces could either heal or isolate, shape mood, and influence behavior in subtle ways. As he spoke, he realized he was revealing parts of himself he usually kept hidden.